Hello. So today is full moon and it is also eclipse of moon. So I thought it's a good day to keep on working. Like last time, we have been working on this rhythm, which is and we also studied that we could do the same thing opposite. It means that instead of doing you do inspiration first. And often people ask, do I breathe by the nose? Do I breathe by the mouth? Where do I breathe? Well, actually, you just breathe from your whole of your body. And in the first time, which is the most important, is that your breath comes mostly from the nose, but also a little bit maybe from the mouth in the beginning because it's powerful, and it goes all the way down. But as you get used to open your throat so that the breath can go down, as you get used to it, you can also close your mouth and only do it by the nose, but not the nose coming up your breath, but the nose going down. So you are like bringing it down, opening your inside your throat, opening inside all of the center, and from here the muscles here that are in between your legs and the vagina and the uterus is like giving a little bit of like a suction, like to bring the energy down. So this is what we have been working on, and we were working on this or with different rhythm. Maybe you do it very slow, maybe you do it quicker. The best is that you do it on your own pace, and then you go quick, the most quick you can, until it becomes and then you take it again down. So like if it was on inspiration, okay? So, and also last time, this is like, what did we do last time? We did also like the relationship with your weight and the gravity. So we were working on this coming up and down. So you can look at last video if you like. I'm Yumma Mudra and I'm Korizov, and this is the work of the breath. It's little movies so that we can work together on small little things that helps our body to get completely prepared, not only for meditation but also prepared for dance. And in this case the dance is that when you are doing the improvisation, the first thought, best thought. On another hand, you did prepare your instrument, like if you were playing an instrument. You prepared your instrument to be ready to have a fully healthy movement, and also a movement that is respectful of the way your body is, how old you are, and all these things, okay? So in this case I took a chair. Why did I take a chair? Because we're often on a chair and it could be useful to also use the chair as a way of practicing. So here what is important is that I'm not like this, but I'm trying to really find the best roots so that it's not difficult for my joints to handle my weight, and that it's like I feel free and it's easy for me to come up or down. You see, it's not difficult. I can come up and I can go down. Everything I said last time is the same now, but now we want to work on another kind of movements, which are movements coming from the spine itself. Okay, so the breath we did, tam, pam, 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 we will use it later, but now what I want is just simply expiration, inspiration. So we just do this, okay? Expiration, inspiration. So now I'm doing expiration. and inspiration all the way down. So now we want to work on the spine. So what we're going to do is that we're going to like let your body be a little bit like this. And from the muscles between your legs, like the muscles of Pyrenees and if you're a woman, vagina, if you're not, it's where you have your testicula. You're going to give a little bit of strength inside. And as you do this, it's like if on inspiration, you're bringing the breath up, and you're opening all of your vertebra. So the vertebra comes up, and you open behind your neck. Be careful, don't do this. It's not because you cannot do this, it's just because now what you want is to open the bones so that the bones can breathe. So it looks like you're opening your body, but you don't want to be tense. What you want is that the muscles that are in between each of the joints, of all the little bones and the big bones, it can breathe and it can do a little bit like this inside. So actually, even without moving, you could very subtle bring the breath inside of the whole of your skeleton. Okay, so now what I said is that you're on expiration, you just let yourself go down. On an inspiration, you bring up all of this, and then we will do another expiration, and then the inspiration that comes next, you do the opposite, is that you bring the breath from the sky down to in between your legs. So I show you with the hands, okay, so that after when we do it together you can understand. So now I'm like this, a little bit like if I was, like letting my head a little bit down and letting this a little bit down. So when I do inspiration, I will do this. Expiration, I expand. I relax, but I keep the openness. Inspiration, I bring from the sky down to in between my legs and to the earth. And expiration, I expand, and then again I would do inspiration but expanding. Like opening. So what are the movements? The movements will be from here, inspiration, expiration, inspiration, expiration, inspiration, expiration, inspiration, expiration. Relax. So when you do this part, what is interesting is to work with your omoplate behind you, so that you really work with opening your wings, like if you had wings here and you're opening the wings. So your spine is coming up, and then you open on expiration. On inspiration, you bring the opposite, you bring the breath down to in between your legs and in the earth on both legs, and then you start working only with this sensation of openness inside of your body, that it's relaxed and at the same time opening. So that slowly the standing straight is not something that you do with your muscles, like trying to be straight and trying to be fit and trying to be maybe rigid sometimes, no? But it's coming from the fact that your body is full of breath. And your breath is working together with the heart, because you started to be aware of your blood and how your blood is hot and how your breath and your blood are working together, because that's what's happening. The lungs and the heart are working together, because everything you breathe goes into the blood, isn't it? And everything that comes out of the blood, because it was not anyway needed and it became maybe dirty, comes out with your breath also. So this is how you are getting nourished and at the same time cleaned by the fact of breathing, and the heart really has to be together with the breath. Okay, so we do this a few times. Okay, let's say 5 times. I let myself go. And then I want to start on inspiration. Expiration. Inspiration. Expiration. Inspiration. Ex. In. Ex. In. Again. Last time. Inspiration, it comes from in the inner between legs. Comes up. Expiration. Inspiration. You bring it down, the breath, bring it down. And open. And in. Feel your spine, your wings. Open the wings. And here you relax a little bit, like if space is holding your whole of your body. You don't need to make an effort. It's like if your space is keeping your body where it is on the spot, and you relax. So space itself is keeping you. So this is like a way you can start. You can start on the chair. Of course, you can be creative, as I already said, and you can invert the breath. I'm not going to invert the breath today because I want it to be a short video. But what is it I want now? I'm interested in this thing we were doing, this thing. We're doing it on the chair, but then we could do it standing up. So I will do it like on inspiration. X. In. X. In. X. Okay, so I come a little bit closer to you, so you can see a little bit better. So like in. I open all of my bones and I let it go down. And so the movement is from the whole of the spine, but this part here, the diaphragm, is doing like this, okay? So it is coming up, 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 and this. So this is my diaphragm. My hands are like my diaphragm. It's doing like this and like this, okay? This is, it's a big muscle here, right? It's like a, like I don't know you say in English, like a big tent, okay? It's here, it's a big muscle here, and it's doing this, okay? So when you do inspiration, in this case, you bring the sexual energy all from the nervous system, and expiration, you don't fall down. You just smooth down the pressure of how you feel the breath inside of your body, like a balloon. So when your expiration, you're going to make it a little bit less, but don't do that. Make it more like this. So in this case, we're working on circle and ondulations. Huh? So, and you work with all of your spine. Long breath. So your movements are a little bit quicker, but your breath is very long. So your whole spine, all of your spine is like this. And you push on your legs and it comes all, yes, you push the earth and the energy comes like this. So then after, when you will get up, you push on your legs, you push. Yeah? Okay, so we had this one. From here it would be like this, okay? Okay, but we always want also the opposite. So the opposite is like more, you come here and you, like if you were eating a huge ice cream with your thumb, but your thumb is all of this. This is like your thumb. So we're going to do inspiration and expiration. Always remember we could revert, but today I'm not going to revert because I'm interested in the bones, but we could revert the breath. Inspiration, expiration. Here your diaphragm is the same, it's going like this and like that, okay? Like this and like that. And little ones, little. So it's little, it's the head also. It's like some ladies doing oriental dance or in sensual dances, but you're interested now in your health because it's working on your nervous system, your breath, and the bones. Okay. And it is all about circle. So you had this one, and you have this one, okay? So you can do this, and you can do this, and you're using the muscles of your Pyreneo, vagina, and if it's testicula, I don't know the words in English, but I think you understand me. It's the same word in Latin. It's all the muscles in between your legs. You need to use them. So they do like this, they put energy up and they relax. And it's like giving a little tension so that the energy comes up and you relax. But you can also do the opposite. It's like you can suck the energy from down. So when you suck it, it's like, of course, the energy is always doing both. So when you suck it down, it's more like this, but something is going up. And the same thing, when you're like bringing it up, something is going down, always. This is what you need to understand, which was the topic of the previous video. So now we did this way, and now we want this, okay? So here, from also the part of the diaphragm, you can go like if you do this, you see? You go like this, and then you let yourself fall down. And you go like this, and you let yourself fall down. Right? And here you don't control the breath, but you breathe very deep. And let your arms float like if they were floating in space. The space is like holding your body like when you're in the water. You're not so heavy. But you can push space. You can feel space and push space. So this is up and up. So the 8 is like this. This is the form of the 8 you're doing. It's very good for your spine. So if you bring together the exercise we did last time and this one, you're working on one part of your spine that is more like finding its straightness, if you like, finding really the column. And here you're working more on the aspect of your spine that can be in the same time open, so you're not bringing your bones together, you open in the bones, and then when you open the bones, you let also space help you so you can relax, you're not tense in this. So this is not about the arms, okay, ladies? If you're ladies, I tell ladies because they like more to do these things. It's not, you don't do anything with your arms now, you can do it later. Later you can get into that. But now what you want to feel is that your arms are floating in space and it comes from your back, it comes from your spine. Okay, so, and I want it smaller, and this gives me this. It's very small. So I had, the first one I did was this, and the second one I did was this, yes, and the third one I did was this, coming up and down. And so now I want to go down and up. You see, it's logic. You always do one thing and the opposite, and how do you feel inside? How are you breathing? How are you bringing your 2 feet on the earth at the same time? And so when you're on the computer and doing all those work, it's no problem to take a little bit of time to do these exercises. And then if you are a practicer, if you do practice Tandava, it's going to help your Tandava to have a little bit of subtle breath inside of the bones. Because otherwise sometimes we can start thinking we breathe and thinking things, no? It's romantic, but it's maybe not always really in what the body itself is eager for in the sense of nourishment. Yes? Okay. So we have this, yes, you have this, and you have this. So now what are you going to do now? Okay. Now you're going to let whatever comes and you're going to play with it. And now you can play with, maybe the breath is So what am I doing? I'm doing first thought, best thought, which is improvisation. But from one first thought, best thought, I let a little bit my mind stay on that same topic. What is the topic in this case? Like here it's my hand and the breath. And then of course if I did this hand, I'm going to need this one. So I'm going to bring back the rhythm and then stop the rhythm. And then I can play also with my fingers. So these are little things we can do especially if we're very busy, like on a chair, on the computer. Even the dancers, we are a lot on the computer, unfortunately. If you don't have enough money to have your secretary doing everything you need for you, you have to do it yourself. And so you really need to be happy physically in whatever kind of work you're doing when you're sitting down. And then the meditation is very easy because your body is just saying, okay, I'm ready to be cool. And so you just Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you very much. Bye bye.